Okay, at least now we are going live. So, first of all, I'm extremely happy, rather, I'm super excited to announce that we are having a wonderful personality with a kind heart, with a beautiful and loving heart. And I am really happy that she has given us her special time to all of us. So, this is not an ordinary show where we are going to talk about some points. Rather, we are going to learn so many things from our mentor, from our guest. So, I will not waste the time by talking by myself. So, I'm going to hurriedly introduce my guest. She is Charmaine Massey from Canada, and she is not only a motivational speaker, but she is also an entrepreneur. She is a life coach. She is a certified life coach, and most importantly, she is an author of a wonderful book. So I will not waste the time by letting you know each and everything by myself, and I directly request to Miss Sharmi. So just introduce yourself and let us know about your feeling when you are going to talk about the people who are also from your country.
Hey guys, to everybody who's watching and Humayu, thank you for having me on this show. Uh, it's nice to talk to like-minded people. Since I met you, Humayun, I can see you're on a bigger, very important, very noble cause to bring a lot of awareness to the community out there. So all the best, and I'm very humbled to be a part of this journey of yours. So guys, I'm not going to get into too much detail about where I come from and all that. Trust me, it's not that important, especially given the topic today. All I can say is Shar. Please continue to call me Shar, Humayun. Shar here, who's talking to you today, is super. I see. The thing is, I like to be very positive. I like to smile. I like to bring a lot of happiness, as you can tell. But over time, I've also earned the title of being a warrior. In any difficult situation, I stood tall, accepted a challenge, looking eye to eye. Lots of failures came, but you know what? I never stepped down. I said, "Fine, let's try this. Let's go for it." Um, there's some kind of fun that I find in failing and then getting back up, and then failing and then getting back up. The confidence level goes, beyond our scope of thinking. So definitely, you're talking to somebody who's been through enough to be able to come and talk to you about becoming the best version of yourself. And Humayu, I cannot wait to dive right into this beautiful, amazing topic because I know we've got a lot to cover today.
Yes, so we have some guests. One of my friends from India, she is also welcoming you. And one Mohammed Yushra, she's also my student. She's also here. And all my students and my colleague and my fellows, they are really happy that you have ultimately given us the time. So
Oh,
as
thank
you
you.
are the author of the book, so if I talk about myself, so I am talking about only the things which I have studied about. I have only gone through different material. But the person who has written a book, who has a great exposure, and especially an international exposure, so we will be really happy and enjoy and learn so many things from you. As you have given us the topic, just love yourself and being the best version of yourself. So this is really an important topic. But unfortunately, I must say that we are unaware of it. We are completely unaware of it. We are always talking about the other people. We are always going to respect the other people. We are always trying to love the other people. So first of all, would you like to let us know the basic reason why we are not going to love and respect our own selves?
This is something that's been ingrained in our society, Humayun. Please let me know if you agree with me or not on that one. We've always been taught that loving others is the only way to do it. The minute you start loving yourself, that means you think that you're worthy of bigger and better things in your life. The minute you start to, think about yourself a little bit more than others, you are being branded as being selfish. That's not true. That is not true. I want you to know that. If there's something you can take away from this chat today, even the one thing, just take away I'm not being selfish for looking after my health, my well being, for going after my dreams, for going after what I desire, as long as you're not causing harm to anybody or to yourself, how does that make you selfish? Please tell me that. Because in the end, let me tell you, people around us, our society is selfish for telling us or for pulling us back from our dreams, from approaching what we truly desire and want to do. One really good example that actually I can give you is I know a friend over here, and this is here in Canada, okay? It's a Chinese friend of mine. Now, again, our cultures are very much the same, Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, very culturally rooted. And when culturally rootedness comes into play, there's some traditional mindset that we're still using in today's world, which is not practical. It is not practical because the world today is so far beyond our scope of thinking from back in the time. But the thing is, our parents, grandparents are still in that mindset, the very closed mindset. And so this friend of mine was put through 4 years of university to go into accounting because, heaven forbid, being a culturally rooted person, Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, you have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer, you have to be a pilot, and other than that, you would never be accepted in the society. Not true. I'm sorry, that's not true. Because he went through 4 years of schooling, which is good, because he's now got a backup plan. Guess what he decided to do? Not even do anything in accounting. He went into custom clothing for men. And he is flourishing. You should see him talk about his passion, Humayun. It is like he's glowing. If you have a passion, you want to do photography, go become the best photographer nobody can beat. You want to be a chef, go become the best chef nobody can beat. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you're becoming a cook. Nobody can make money in that. Become the best version of you, because the more you learn, the more you earn. That's what Warren Buffett said. There is a lot of truth and a lot of depth behind it. You know what? Every time you see somebody, any successful motivational speakers out there, Warren Buffett, and there's so many out there. Trust me, they never followed the society norms, because if you're put in a cookie cutter role, you are different. I'm different, Humayun. You and I cannot be put in a cookie cutter role, okay? We both have very different personalities. Everybody on this chat who's showing up, different personality. They all want different things from life. Why would the society want to put us in a cookie cutter role? Tell me that. How's that fair to us? So who's selfish, them or us? You can answer that question yourself.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You have talked about the 4 important points, which I must reiterate that. The first thing, it is not a selfish thing that if you are thinking about yourself, if you want to make your career, if you want to make progress, the first thing is that do not think that it is a selfish thing. One thing. And second thing, you have explained that whenever we are going to talk about the education system, so there are so many things which we are learning out of that educational system. But unfortunately, we are following the other people. We are following the norms of the other people, whatever they are going to tell us. For example, if there is a market of doctors, people would go and become doctor. If there is a market of engineer, MBA, like that, so people would go for them. But unfortunately, we are not going to follow our own passion. So the third point which you have raised here, right, we are not going to follow our own profession or passion. As you say that, for example, if I am a good photographer, so I must not go for any other formal education. I must completely pay attention upon that photography. Whatever the skill which I really like, whichever the skill I feel that I can move forward in that, we must follow them. So you are absolutely right, and we must not bother about the other people. You are absolutely right. So, Sharmin, as most of the time we have certain limiting beliefs in our mind. That is why we do not move forward. As I have just explained that most of the time we are thinking about the other people. Most of the time we are not going to learn anything new, which is not normal in the society. For example, if a lady who likes to become a chef, but unfortunately we do not have the environment of like that particular profession, so we are not willing to go ahead. So what is the reason of these limiting beliefs, and how we can overcome all these limiting beliefs which are hindering our progress?
Well, it has a lot to do again with our society and having the courage to break through breaking through may sound easy as I say it, but it's not easy when you're in the society and trying to do it, especially as a woman. It's not easy. I'll be very honest with you. So you can easily say, yeah, sure, easy said than done. Trust me, honey, I know it's not easy. You will be told, you're probably, like different kinds of things, different labels will be put on you. But in the end, when it comes to people talking, they're going to talk about you regardless. Okay, so you might as well give them a reason to talk about something. And when there will be a time when you're trying to work towards your goal, people will talk about you, they'll try and pull you down. Do not stop. That is the hardest part to do. Climbing a ladder, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of effort. Same thing with any career that you're trying to make, especially if you're going against society norms. Hardest part to do, because we've been ingrained in our mind what people are going to think, what are they going to say, and we're so concerned about what they're going to think about us that we don't even follow our dreams. So it's all about mentally and emotionally being strong about who you are, being very strong, very focused on your purpose, what you want, going for it, and knowing that this road is not going to be easy. But that's what determines your commitment to your focus, to your dreams. Because let me tell you, 10 years of your life from now, between now and like 10 years, you can either make it by following your dreams or desire, by pushing forward all those society norms. It'll be tough. You'll bleed like anything, internally, mentally, emotionally. Or you can go through these 10 years just feeling pity for yourself. Oh my God, I could have done this. I could have taken this opportunity. And then you see another woman doing the same thing. All of a sudden, you're like, if they can do it, oh, maybe, you know what, they just got lucky. No, nobody just gets lucky. Everybody has had to go through their struggle. So why not you?
So it means that this is not an easy way. First of all, we must come to know that. Yes.
Yeah.
And the second point which you have raised here is very, very much important. That first of all, we need to be clear about our own objective, what we are going to do, what we want to do, what is our destination. Until and unless we would come to know about our destination, it won't be possible for us to make it happen. No. And the third thing is that when you're going to do, people would talk about. We need to be prepared. We must prepare ourselves for that particular thing. And the third thing, which is really important, we need to be determined. If we are determined, if we are passionate, if we are committed, so it is not, and you can say it is not a big deal. And the last point which you have raised here is that, for example, if we are talking about some people who have done something, and we just say that if I were that particular person, so I will easily do that thing. But unfortunately, we are not going to see the hardships. We are not going to see the struggle, the hurdle which that person has gone through in that particular journey. So we need to be particular. We need to be clear in order to catch all our desires. So you have talked about the right mindset, where we have come to know that this is natural and we have to put in all our efforts. Now, the second question that usually comes in our mind, supposedly a person like me who is quite clear in his target, person who knows that what is his or her destination. So don't you think that there are certain skills which we need to learn in order to move forward?
Give me a little bit more clarity on your question again, Humayun.
I'm saying that supposedly a person who has a clear goal, who knows about his destination, but it is enough for that particular person, or there are certain skill set which are required to reach that particular destination?
I think the one thing that I can think of right off the bat, Humayun, is, and there's more to it, I'm sure, is always be a student. We will not always know everything. Okay, I'm a student too. Today I'm learning from Humayun. I'm learning from all your comments that are coming. Trust me, I'll always be a student until I'm alive. And this is what makes you, all of us today here, a work in progress. We will always be a work in progress. Just when you think you know it all, trust me, life is going to throw a question at you you had no answer for. So we always need each other, especially like-minded people, I want to quote this again, like-minded people to connect with, positive people to help us grow, not bring us down, help us grow, encourage us. And that's what helps us move to the next level. Because if your society, if your surrounding is constantly negative, pulling you down, because that's who they are, right? And so, of course, why would they want to see all of a sudden somebody who's successful, who's actually making something happen with their life? Know the difference. Know the difference and go out of your way to meet people who are like-minded, positive, and encouraging.
Okay, now we have a question. I have my friend Nina. She is from Algeria. She's saying that how can we balance between our dreams and a private life, especially for women?
Oh, that's a difficult one because I know as women, we've got a lot of responsibilities. Let me tell you, men, respect women, no matter what walk of life they're in. They have to take care of home, they have to take care of kids, but then the expectation is they should also go out and make money. If they're walking side by side taking care of responsibilities, they deserve the respect. So, sweetheart, coming back to you, Nina, how do you balance that? Very difficult, but at the same time, doable. You may have one little bit of that time. You have to see, the thing is this, I always tell women to do this. Yes, you're busy. You're busy, so busy, like there's no end to it. But there's always going to be that little time you can take out for yourself. Again, not being selfish. You have to tell your partner, your kids, even if you're living with your parents, your siblings, guys, this is important to me, and I hope you can respect it. Can I get 1 hour, 2 hours in my day to focus on my passion, on what I like to do? And I hope that you're in an environment that can support you. And if you're not in an environment, well, then make it
happen. Yes. Actually, a person who wants to achieve something, he or she can easily do. It is totally up to our own mindset. It is totally up to us. If we want to make something, we would make it. We will make it. No one ever in this world can stop us. This is the philosophy of life. And one thing which I would really...
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
No. Please go ahead. You were saying something important there.
Okay. I'm saying that we have certain guests with us, so I want them to ask any question. If there are some male, there are some female. So if you have any question, you can directly ask to Miss Sharmin, because this is the right opportunity. This is the right time to ask, because you cannot catch her again. As I know that she is a really busy guy. They are out there in Canada. So this is a great opportunity for all of us to learn from her. So if you have any question, you must ask her. You must ask here. So if you are talking about different skill set, supposedly this is a global village. This world has become a global village, and we need to talk to the people around the globe. So most of the time I feel that the people who are anxious, the people who are skillful, the people who have got the knowledge, they are really desirous of doing something. But unfortunately, one barrier which really comes in their mind, that barrier is their communication with the other people who do not know their language. So as we have come to know that English is an international language. So as when I talked to you at the very first time, I requested you to help me improve my spoken, my fluency, because I want to move forward. I want to connect with the people around the globe. So would you like to let us know about the importance of English or spoken English?
The one thing that I know for a fact English can do for you is, again, the more you know about it, the more successful you'll be, because we're living in an international surrounding. You can come across Chinese, Italian, Japanese, Pakistani, Indian, whatever it may be, whatever the local language is, in the end, what can you fall back on? English. Even if they are not able to speak it fluently, if you need directions in Japan, you don't know Japanese. We don't learn Japanese here, but the one basic language that is universal is English. So my theory on this one would be, please go out and get your diction on English just perfectly done. Sorry, just give me one second. And one thing that's also very important is constantly reading. Reading is something that can really take your English to a whole new level, because that is where you learn the different words. keep, and again, we are living in a world of technology. Google is your best friend. You don't know a certain word, Google it. You'll find the meaning for that. But the thing is, the more you listen to people that are very good in their English language, the more you read, trust me, you will get to that next level, and success is in your hands.
Thank you. You are telling us that it is quite simple thing. If we are going to put in our efforts, we can easily achieve this target, because this is not a big deal. There are so many thousands and hundreds and lakhs of people who are speaking. So why can't we? So
Why can't we?
one of my friends from India, she is Humera. She's saying that please share your social media links with them, so that the people who are really desirous of doing something, they may directly contact to you. Because there are certain female who want to connect with the female. Although I am just going to bridge the gap, but it is not possible for me to bridge the gap. They directly want to talk to you. So I would like
100%.
to request to you that just share your link with them. Now, one important question which I must ask here, that would you like to let us know the basic theme of your book, so
Mm.
that the people who are really interested, they must purchase them? I think so. The book like this, we must purchase them. So, first of all, you need to let us know the basic theme of that particular book.
Okay, so it is personal development. I'm huge on personal development, and in that book, I've pretty much captured not my successes but my failures. I love talking about my failures. You will never find a lot of people do that so easily. I have no problems talking about where I failed miserably, where I hit my head against the wall, where I was humiliated. No problems. So once you learn how to cope with your failures, your setbacks, trust me, you're on your way to success. And that's what I've captured in that book, is little, very short little stories about me. But in the end, I've also given you how I dealt with those failures. It was uh, it was a lack of confidence. It was lots of things that I was not confident about. I've captured in there, and maybe somewhere along the lines, if not exactly the same scenario, you could relate to it, and that book may be beneficial for you. So definitely check it out. I think Humayun is gone. Okay, do you have any other questions that I could maybe help you until Humayun comes back? Let's see. Um, okay, I think Humayun is back. Hopefully, Humayun is back. Um, okay, you say, okay, mine leads with Humera. I was Oh, we're back finally.
Yes. Actually, there was a problem of internet.
That's okay. That's okay. It happens. It sure happens. We're getting
Yes.
some really good questions here, Humayun.
We have some. Okay. Can we
So
make our professional our hobby? The question from Zahur Ilahi. Can we make our profession our hobby?
I know you can make your hobby a profession. Now, making a profession your hobby, now that's a new thing. What exactly is a profession, Zahur? Let's hear about it. Um, until you come with that question, maybe we can move on to the next Humayun and see what the other one is.
Okay.
Um, how can we catch your accent? Okay, no.
The question is how can we catch the accent? Example, British American as we speak in our own accent. How can we catch the accent? Because whenever we are going to talk to the native speaker, it would become difficult for us to manage to listen to them, to at least to reply them. So how we can adjust ourselves with that particular accent?
Not really, actually. You know what? Because when I came to Canada 21 years ago, I spoke good English. I didn't have an accent. But eventually, when you're talking to certain people with a certain accent, eventually you will transform. The only thing is just focus on learning proper English. Trust me, communicating the message will not be difficult. Accent has got nothing to do with it.
Okay. It means that it can come after some time when we are going to adjust ourselves with the people. For example, if we are talking to you at the very first time, it is difficult for us to manage to listen. But when we would be continuously listening to you, so it won't become a problem for us. So as you were talking about your own book, so unfortunately we could not connect with you. So just let us know, as you were telling that you are saying that we have certain points in our mind. The first thing is do what makes you happy. The first thing. The second thing, take risks. Always take risks. And number third one is always get out of your comfort zone. And last thing you told, last thing which you have discussed, that we need to overcome all the things, all the hurdles,
The biggest
and
one is
we need to open ourselves to the opportunities and possibilities. So how we can go to that particular level?
it's once you are fearless. And when I say fearless, it has got a lot to do with our mental and emotional blockage, right? Fear of what people are going to say, fear of failing, fear of not speaking good English. Just go and do it. You know, you may be horrible in the first few attempts, but then eventually you will make it happen. Like anybody, like, okay, look at a kid. When the kid is starting to learn how to walk, they fall so many times. But we encourage them, no, 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 you can do this, you've got it. Take that analogy and put it in your life. You're trying to do something new, something different. Be good, be easy on yourself, okay? It's not easy to learn a new skill, to learn a new profession, to learn a new hobby and perfect it. Okay, so same thing as a kid's analogy. When they're trying to learn how to walk, you encourage them, do the same for yourself.
Mean only one thing, which is fearless. We need to be fearless. But
Exactly.
don't you think that fear is natural?
It is natural, but that's something that has to be practiced. Do you think I don't fear up until this date? I do. I do. But then again, the mindset had to be like, okay, the minute I feel that I'm getting scared about something or something new, I have to practice looking at it from a perspective of what's scaring me the most about it? Failure? What's scaring me? Is it people? You have to understand what exactly is it that's scaring you. Sometimes it's not that significant. Yes, any unknown territory, any place that's new to you, any profession is new to you, you will be scared. It's natural. But let's take a step back and visualize the whole thing. What exactly? Why are you scared? Once you find your why, your what and how will be easy.
Okay, actually, I feel that the people who are just observing you, the people who are just watching, the people who are playing, I think there are two kinds of people in this world. Number one, who is players. As you are playing right now, I'm also trying to play. And the second one is spectators. So the spectator, they always feel that the people who are playing, they're fearless, but actually it does not happen. The
No.
people who are playing, they're also fearful. They have so many fears. But
Do you have any idea,
yes,
Humayun,
please.
how nervous I was to come on this chat? Do you have any idea? And I have done these talks so many times. But see, that's what it is.
Yes,
A little
yes.
bit of fear is actually not a bad thing. It keeps you grounded, it keeps you humble, because the minute you completely lose fear, you become ignorant, you become prideful. That is where the problem becomes. You
You
have to
become
have
overconfident.
overconfident, yes. And while there's nothing wrong in being overconfident, there's a fine line you don't want to cross in becoming, too overconfident that all of a sudden you're like, I don't care. No, you should care. And because we care, that's why a little bit of fearlessness, a little bit of that, that feeling is not a bad thing, actually. Trust me, I still go through that myself. That's why I said we are always going to be a work in progress, guys. Nobody's perfect here.
So you're absolutely right. We have some fears, but we can overcome them with the help of practice. The more we practice, the more we will be fearless in
Yeah,
our journey. So
yeah,
you have talked about the very basic and important points. So
yeah.
don't you think that the people who have strong passion, the people who are over passionate, they only make it happen. They only move forward. So we need to develop some sort of passion in us.
Every success um, needs for you to be passionate. And why I say that, because when you're passionate, there's a fire that's burning inside of you, that I want to do it no matter what. And you need that fire inside of you. If you don't have that fire, that means it's not good. Like, you're not passionate about it. Because there's a word in Urdu, junoon, right?
Yes,
You
passion.
have to be absolutely, you should really want it badly. If you don't want anything badly, like, okay, every day we eat because we're hungry, right? Why do we eat? Because we want it badly. It's our it's filling our stomach. Why? Because it's good for our body too. Same thing with a profession. That's your food for life. Passion is your food for life, and that burning desire, that burning sensation is the only thing that's going to be your next step towards your success. Because at that point, you'll do anything and everything you want to get to that successful, passionate level.
So I have two more important questions.
Okay.
One thing is that most of the time, the people who are not moving forward, the people who are not making progress, they
Yeah.
are actually lacking the company of those people who want to move forward, the people who want to go ahead. They always live with the people who are not going to do anything. So that is where they lose passion. They lose anything.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
what do you suggest? How the people who want to move forward, they can relate themselves with the people who want to move forward, who are passionate.
That's where the like-minded people, the like-minded surrounding comes into play, right? You may not be able to find the same like-minded people that you're wanting in your society. That's okay. No worries. Leave them behind, because that's where they need to be. They cannot walk with you, because if they walk with you, they're only going to bring you down. So this is the time for
Yes.
you to start planning and making new friends that are actually like-minded like you. They want to grow, and they, like I said, encourage you to become your best version. You encourage them to become the best version, and together we'll work on becoming the best version of ourselves. Like today, we're all like-minded people here. I was actually congratulating Humayun, all of the people that are here today, because they want to better themselves. That's why they're here today, right? So this is what you need, guys, in your life. Is you need like-minded people that are positive thinkers. And if you cannot find people in your surrounding, the world is out there waiting for you. Social media, use that to the best of your ability. There are so many like-minded people in your profession. Photographer, sweetie, there is a photographer group, join it. You have no excuse. Don't use any of this as an excuse. You want to go forward in life, there are ways. Google, YouTube, any ideas you want it, it's out there. So don't use anything as an excuse to fall behind in your life.
Okay, now Shakil Ahmed, he's going to ask again a question. How can we boost up our confidence level? How we can improve our confidence?
It only comes with time. And confidence only develops when you push yourself out of your comfort zone, because being in your comfort zone, you're not going to become confident anyways. If you're doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result, not going to happen. You want to become confident?
Yes.
You do something that you've never done before. Then you check the confidence. And I'm not saying because you're not going to do something and you're going to be successful. No. Let me tell you, and I'll break this out to you guys. I'm being very honest and very blunt. You will fail miserably. Be prepared. People will laugh at you. They might even say, look at him. Good for nothing. Trust me, this is going to happen. Be prepared. This is where you listen for one, take it out of the other, completely blinded to what they're trying to do to you, which is take you down, and only focus on people who are trying to encourage you. Sometimes you're only going to find yourself encouraging yourself, and that's okay. At that point, have the mindset of a kid. The more you tell them not to do something, the more they're going to do it. Isn't that true?
Yes.
You tell them, don't touch that, and they'll do it even more. So why do we let, as adults, somehow we have to train that mindset to be, the more you tell me not to do, the more I'm going to do it. Simple as that. And that's what builds your confidence.
Okay, as you have rightly said that when we are going to practice public speaking, so it is said that grab the opportunities wherever you are. Try to start speaking wherever you are. So in this way, you will automatically develop this opportunity. You will automatically develop that particular environment, that particular confidence in you. Now, ma'am, as you have rightly said that we need to be in that particular environment where people are going to support us. And you have also mentioned here the power of social media. So I'm going to relate this question with my own personal question. Now,
Okay.
this is a word where we can only boost our career. We can only make progress by using social media platform. But unfortunately, again, things come that we do not think about them. We do not focus about these social media platforms. Supposedly, if I am coming on different social media platforms, so there are, you can say that, less number of people who are using it because of their fear, because they are not aware of it. So would you like to highlight the importance of powerful social media platforms?
I'll be very honest with you. Given the pandemic that we're in right now, the biggest and our best friend has become social media. This is the best way we can connect, and not only connect with people from our community, but oh, look at her, she's so cute. Sorry, I got distracted. But not only connect with people from our own community, but also with the entire world. See, that's when I say we are so lucky and we're so blessed to have social media on our phones right here. Okay, it's literally in the palm of our hands. So when you are able, and I'll be very honest with you, when you start to use social media on a professional level, that means you are out there to want to learn you. Trust me, when the like-minded people and you connect with them, they want to help you, because there is a need for us to connect with each other. We're all here to work with each other. Like I said, today I'm learning so much from Humayun, from all of you guys, from your amazing questions. And that's what social media will do for you. But for God's sakes, guys, please use social media for professional reasons, to grow and to learn, and not to flirt, and not to, just waste your time looking at pictures, commenting. Yeah, that's good. Keep some time for some leisure activities there. But also make sure that you're using it. It's your time, okay? Time, once gone, never comes back. It's the most valuable thing you have. How much time you're spending on social media and what you're doing on social media in that time is important. I would rather have you connect with the right people and chat away and learn than just mess around. That's how I would do it.
And one more thing, ma'am, the people who are really passionate, the people who want to make success, they are less in number. Don't you think like this?
I know. I agree. Sad.
That is why whenever we are going to find them out, we have a small portion of people. So that is why we feel that, oh, these are only 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 people, and the rest of the people who are in the crowd, so they are doing, and we are going opposite. We are going to the opposite direction. So most of the time we get distracted, we get demotivated. If there are only few people, for example, if I am learning public speaking, so there are
Yeah.
only few people who are learning public speaking,
Yeah.
not more than you can say the 100 people.
Yeah.
So 100 people, you can say it is a very little amount of people, less number of people. So we get demotivated. So is there any solution to make our mind that these are the people who can only help us, are the people who are going to make progress, they are always less in number?
I would say at that time, Humayun, the mindset for you, less people that are trying to learn and grow, just think that today, the 100 people that are going out of their comfort zone and learning, tomorrow you're going to be better than thousands of them who did not make the attempt to want to grow and learn. So if you have that kind of positive mindset, like today, there's a handful of people in this chat, and I pray to God that I see them very successful in their life. Hopefully, whatever I said is going to resonate with them in some ways. But see, that's what it is. There's very few that want to not follow the masses and only create their own direction. You're one of them, Humayun, and I'm proud of you. There's a lot of people in this chat that I'm proud of that they decided to go against the society norms. Congratulations, guys, because not everybody's going to do it, and not everybody's going to be successful like you too. But then tomorrow they're going to give your example. Today they may laugh at you. Oh, look at them, just wasting their time. Well, no, you're wasting your time by looking at TV, Netflix, just chatting away randomly. No, you're not using your time wisely. I would say this is a productive time that you're using. You're actually doing something with your knowledge. You're growing, you're developing. Don't worry about the others. No, this is when you focus on you. That's it.
Okay, the same things are happening right now in every home. People are busy in watching television, they are busy in Netflix, they are busy in gossiping, and there are few people who are sitting alone. There are some people who are sitting aside, they are in isolation and they are doing something. So we need to think the importance of these handful people, that these are the people who would make success, and we must join hands with them. So here we have so many questions, but I know that your time is very, very precious. So last question, if you have time, I may ask last question, because Nadeem, he's one of my best friends. So just how can we recognize our talent?
It's something that you makes you happy. So I know public speaking, what I'm doing today makes me happy. I always have a big smile on my face. All of a sudden you tell me to do accounting, oh man, I don't like numbers at all. So this is, and then you'll see once you connect with me on my social media, I love just holding my phone on like as a selfie video and just go talk away. And at that time, I'm the happiest person. Even if it's like 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, I'm the happiest person. That's my talent right there. And again, learn from people who are giving you feedback. If constantly people say, oh, you're so good at making biryani. Oh, you're so good at, building connections. You're so good at your photography. This is a feedback. Take it very, very seriously, because they're probably noticing something about you even you don't know. Sometimes we're not very good at recognizing our own talent. So these are some factors that can actually bring you that aha moment and be like, oh yeah, I remember that person saying that, but when I'm doing this, it makes me happy. Talent is something when after a hard day of work, you come back and you focus on, say, your photography skills, and it makes you happy. Then that's where your talent lies.
Okay. Now I'm extremely happy. First of all, I'm thankful to ma'am, you, and then all the viewers, the people who had taken their special time, because here we have the holy month of Ramadan. So we are always tired of being, you can say that, having a roza, so having fast. So I'm very much thankful to all my viewers, and especially ma'am. But ma'am, your last message, only your last message to me and for all the other people.
Believe in yourself. That's all. I think the biggest problem in our society right now is we want others to believe in us more than we believe in ourselves. No, you believe in yourself. You take control of your life and be the best version of you. Who you were 6 months ago should not be what you are today. It should change. It should automatically change. Always continue to learn and to grow. And trust me, you will soar like an eagle.
Thank you, ma'am. We will fly like an eagle and we'll show you that we are eagle. The time would come when we will the time will come when we will again connect and we will show them the progress which we have made by that particular time. So
Awesome.
again, because you know, when one last thing which I must say, that whenever we have some desires, whenever we want to do something, we must announce it. We must make it public so that people would remind us of that particular thing. Most of the time when I have announced something, the people would come to me and they usually, and they most of the time reminds me of, they remind me of that particular target, that you haven't done this target so far.
Accountability. Yeah. You people are holding you
Yes.
accountable. That's really
Yes.
good. And I think we can all work together to hold each other accountable. It's like, hey, I want you to be successful. Why didn't you do that? And you can do the same for somebody else. That's not a bad idea, actually, Humayun. But see, the thing is, say you have to give your accountability partner a good feedback. Like, don't be mean. Be nice with your words. We can all use kindness in our lives. We're all going through certain challenges in our life. So be kind to each other. Even if you have to give a feedback, be nice about it.
Thank you, ma'am. I am really, really happy and super excited having you with us. And it's really one of the best sessions of my life. You have given us your best and we have learned so many things from you. But the last thing which I always plead to the people, that just implement. We have the people who are here to guide us, the people who can help us, and they can give us their best. But ultimately we need to implement by our own selves.
Action.
So
You
this is
have
the
to.
last message from, yes, this is the last message from my side. Try to implement whatever you're going to learn. And I would highly recommend to all of you that just make the notes of all these points which ma'am has shared. And I'm also going to prepare the notes and I'm share with ma'am. And after that we'll also share them all those takeaways on social media platform, so that we may become the part of those people who are going to spread awareness, those people who are willing to help the people, and they are ready to go to that particular extent where no one can go. So this is the message from my side as well. So thank you very much, ma'am, and I'm again thankful to my viewers, and we will see once again in near future. And if we have made any mistakes, so we are apologize for that. And ma'am, I
Oh,
have taken your much of your time. Yesterday I also took your time and I requested you, but you are really humble. You are really humble and you are really nice, God. And I'm really happy that God has bestowed me like good people like you. And I will stay in connect with you, and we will flourish together. So with this, I'm going to sign off from today's session, from tonight's session. Here it is tonight, and there that is morning at your end. So with this, I am very much thankful to all of you. Stay blessed. This is Humayun Kiani signing off. Allah Hafiz. Goodbye.